I just recorded an entire video and my gameplay recording just decided to stop recording before I even knew about it until I ended the video. So I'm doing this all again. I made a friend in the car community. I'm really upset right now. I got a detour. It's okay, I guess. So I was at Denny's like probably about an hour ago now, but it was like 30 minutes ago when I recorded this for the first time, and I was heading back to my car after eating. Surprise, me eating. And there's a 350Z parked literally right next to me, which I hate. There wasn't a lot, but there's a few parking spots. He could have parked a little bit farther away from the restaurant too, and not been right next to my car. But he decided to do that. Oh my god. I was like, okay, whatever. And he was a DoorDasher. And he was also leaving the restaurant at the same time I was leaving the restaurant. So I was like, okay, like I didn't think anything of it. So I go sit in my car and he opens his door and sits in his car. He's staring at me. I was like, okay. So I rolled down my window. I'm like, what's up, man? He was like, oh, nothing's going on, man. I just wanted to hear you start it. And I was like, oh, okay. It's kind of loud. It's cammed. It has an exhaust. He's like, okay. I want to hear it. I was like, okay, that's cool, let's do it. So I started up, and it's, you know, loud, little choppy, because it's a warm start, so it's a whatever. And he goes, man, that sounds like my Camaro. I was like, oh, you got a Camaro? He's like, yeah, I got a 2010 fully built engine. I was like, oh, that's cool. I have like a bunch of mods done to this too. He was like, oh, yeah, what do you got? And I said, intake, headers, exhaust, cam, lifters. That's kind of all I know about it. He was like, oh yeah, I got a fully built engine in mine too. What year is this? And I was like, oh, it's a 2008 LS3, you know, that stuff. So it's probably like 450 wheel horsepower. I'm a gamer, oh my goodness. And he was like, yeah, anything else done to it? And I was like, oh, that's kind of all I know about it, but I have some pictures of like a list that's done to it I can show you. And he was like, yeah, so get in my car, get my phone, show him like the list of what's done to it. He's like, oh, you got diamond pistons? I was like, yeah. And he was like, oh, you got rods too? I was like, oh, I genuinely didn't even know I had rods. Pistons, rods, like a bunch of other stuff too. I put it in my couple videos ago of me, my C6 Corvette video. I have the full list on there. He was like, man, this is like a fully built engine. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, what cam's in it? So he looks for the cam on there, and he was like, it didn't say if it was a stage 1, stage 2, which technically doesn't matter, because one company stage 1 would be another company stage 2. Like, it really matters more on, like, the duration, or the ratio, or something about that. I saw a TikToker say it, and obviously TikTokers are the most reliable source of information. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Oh my god. And he was like, well, from the sounds of it, it sounds like a stage 2 cam, maybe a stage 3. I was like, oh, I'm not sure which one it is. And it was actually funny, is I went to Meijer to buy oil. I did buy oil. It was like 50 bucks. And it was on sale. Like, it's just, I mean, it's performance oil kinda-ish. Oh my god. Dude, dude, they're right there. They are right there, bro. I know it's so close and a basic shot, and oh my god. And so I went to Meijer to pick up the oil, and I told him that, and because the guy before me left a couple quarts of oil in the car already, and I was like, well, I mean, it's the same oil that he said that he put in it, just the logo is a little bit differently, because it's a 530W or 5W30 or something like that. The bottles of oil that were already in his car, or I guess the car, my car, and the oil I got, it was both 5W30 or whatever it is, but one was like longer miles or higher miles, one was lower miles, so I didn't know if there was a difference. I showed him, he was like, no, you're good, just one's meant for higher miles, one's meant for lower miles, that's it. But they're both going to be the same thing. So yeah, I made my first car friend, I guess. I made my first friend from my car, I guess, and his Camaro, yeah, 2010, it has a 6.2 as well, and he said, he was like, the guy who did this before you did this correctly, like, this is a fully built engine. I told him that the guy before me hot tanked a lot of the parts too, and that's just another good sign of, like, he knew what he was doing, he did it the proper way, he used, like, the right stuff, so it's just, you know, it's cool to hear that, and, he really liked the car too. He's like, I wish I got a Corvette, but for the price he got his Camaro for 11 grand, I would do that too. I told him I was thinking about getting a Camaro, like trading my car in and getting a Camaro just because I like the look of them and the 10-speed auto. And he was like, yeah, it has a 10-speed auto, but it's not really worth it. A Corvette's just going to drive. Oh, these maps suck. A Corvette's just going to handle better, drive better, lighter, more aerodynamic, just whatever. You know, it's just it is a better car. I think a reason why I wanted to do that was because this current state of it is not how I want it to be. So obviously, it's going to teach me patience and work more hours and whatever. So yeah, I know this is probably a pretty short video, but that's all I got for this, for the story. It happened like an hour ago, and yeah, literally, and it was 12:45. Right now it's 1:48 in the morning. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. That would really be appreciated. And yeah, it's been Waze. Later.